Welcome to another episode of St Vincent Untold Stories. You see, on this episode, I want you to play close attention. Remember, I told you that Nigerian had a message for the big man. Certain things has been going on that the public needs to know. And I'm telling you, you see, when you speak out about the big man, after that, things won't be easy on your behalf. Big ups to all of my subscribers. And if you are new to the channel, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon. So, as soon as we post a video, you would get it immediately. I want everyone to listen attentively to this episode. And when the video is finished, you would realize why St. Vincent needs to be on Netflix. It so happened that a Nigerian used to come to St. Vincent to visit with his wife, his child, and his mother-in-law. He used to normally do those visits around Carnival and Christmas time. And whenever he came through, everyone around him celebrated because he normally treats everyone nice. So he decided to set up a rental service and to open a business place to try and employ a lot of youngsters in the community. You see, Nigerian is the type of individual that no matter where they are having a party and you come by and want something to drink and eat, he would not refuse you. And no matter how you look, he would still give it to you. You see, if you go to any parties in a North Windward and a North Central Windward, you would not meet the big man's son at any of those parties. For example, Hagol Disco, Chappie Seaside, and so forth. He doesn't lie at those places. But if you take a cruise that costs about $300 to $500 per person, you would meet him on those cruises. And I won't call them parties for the elites only, but it's parties that only certain people can afford. It so happened that the big man's son and Nigerian became good friends, and they used to frequent those outings. It had a special boat that they normally used to go on. So Nigerian was working on his papers to remain in St. Vincent. And he told the big man's son that he wanted to speak to his father. But he was never given the opportunity. You know, it has some friends in the ghettos that no matter how you and them are friends, they can be working at a place and know that the boss need another employee and they won't say anything to you. A guy comes to St. Vincent with a little money. He tries to set up a business. He told you that he needed to speak with your father to try and get things sorted out, so he can help to ease the strain of the country by creating employment. But you are denying him the opportunity to speak with your dad. It so happened that a Nigerian tried a different strategy, and he got on to one of the security working for the big man. Eventually, he got word to the big man, and he also had a message that he delivered, and the big man didn't like that message. It is alleged that the big man said, "You Nigerians are always coming with these messages." You see, from the time the big man said that, whenever Nigerian tried to extend his time, they were telling him that he had to leave. You are married to a Vincentian. You have your child in St. Vincent. You went through the thing the right way. You tried even to create a business to show that you are about development. But they don't want you to stay in the country. You remember that I told you that a Nigerian did a video? Well, they must have seen the video. It so happened that Nigerian had several cars. Guess what happened to one of those cars? Someone lit the car on fire and it went up in a smoke. Guess where the car was? by the captain of the big man's son. Understand this. It was there several months before. Is it a coincidence that it's after Nigerian spoke out, someone decided to light it? And guess what they called Nigerian and told him? That someone burnt up their boat. They didn't even tell the man that the car was burnt. They were only studying their boat. So what happened? The person who lit the car didn't do a good job because like a little bit of flame went on the boat. And when you watch the boat, it is like nothing even happened to the boat. But they are saying that their boat was burnt. They made some allegations that Nigerian was the person that sent someone to burn their boat. The vehicle was locked. So the person cut out a part on the roof and threw the flame inside. So it leaves me to wonder, doesn't that boatyard have cameras? I showed you some videos already in which they went to Nigerian house with some popo. And I told you that the Nigerian bought that house in an area where the big man said that a lot of persons would buy houses and a lot of persons did not. But a Nigerian went along for his sweet talk and bought a house in that area. Remember, I told you that I would not say what the message is. But the message is about the big man changing his ways. You see, just like how the big man thinks that he's well connected. I told him already that we are well connected as well. We even have our sources right in the big man's office. So when he thinks that he's one step ahead of us, we are watching him. The episode I did yesterday with the big man, that was going to be the last episode about him. But when I see what happened to Nigerian, I got to do another one. I have asked persons in the past to not take my words out of context, and I would continue to repeat this. I am not on any sides. The reason why we are focused on the big man right now, it is because of what is going on. If the other side was in power and they were doing the same thing, we would have spoke about them the same way. Residents of OTR, how are you feeling? It is alleged that you have some bigger boardhouse coming. So many millions came in to this country, and you are still going to build a boardhouse. Don't you think that it is better to put them wall structures? Because some of those persons are from communities that are struggling, so they won't have money to repair those houses, so the wall would last longer. Gemma, my friend, for these last few weeks, you have been rather silent. I hope that end of a month, when you collect the stipend, you would be happy as always. If you go to see the big man, tell him that untold stories needed to talk to him. And I know that he would be happy for that visit. Because the way untold stories is going about doing things, they must be saying we needed to call a meeting immediately with untold stories to work out some solutions to get us out of extreme poverty. All the top officers in St Vincent knows who untold stories is, and they must be saying to themselves, how come untold stories is talking about our boss like that? But you see, the thing is, I just don't like the way things are going right now. The big man, he has done a lot for this place. And we can't take that away from him. But I told you, some of the things he did were under call for. He should have just set up some factories and some industries. He should have built up the tourism sector more. On Thursday, it is alleged that there was a meeting at the Sandy Bay School. I don't know what went wrong in the meeting, but I will reach out to persons to find out. So I am giving the people the option to choose. They have our official WhatsApp number. If you want us to keep pressing on the big man's toes, then you can let us know. But if you want some other chilling untold stories, you can say what you want. With that being said, I just want to big up the entire population in St. Vincent, the regional islands, and the international countries who are supporting and praying for us during these difficult times. I thank you.